All right, so Kid Cudi just stepped into some serious drama. And honestly, he probably should have seen this one coming. The rapper ended up deleting a tweet after the internet came for his neck over some comments he made about Michael Jackson. Yeah, you heard that right. Michael Jackson, the king of pop. And let me tell you, MJ fans do not play around when it comes to their guy. So here's how it all went down. On Thursday, November 20th, Cudi posted on Twitter talking about his goals as an artist. He wrote, "My mission has always been to, at some point in my life, be recognized as one of the greatest artists of all time. Everything I make is a stamp in my journey to greatness. The ride ain't over no time soon." Pretty standard stuff, right? Artists talk about wanting to be the greatest all the time. Nothing wrong with having ambition. But then a fan replied to him saying, "Can never surpass MJ." Simple comment. Just someone pointing out that Michael Jackson's legacy is, kind of untouchable. And this is where Cudi probably should have just kept scrolling. Instead, he decided to respond. And what he said got him into some hot water real quick. In a tweet that he later deleted, Cudi wrote back saying, "Michael was the greatest, but he was just music. I'm thinking more than music. I want to be known as one of the greatest because of my range, creatively, in the arts. Music, visual arts, painting, fashion, directing, acting, etc." Now, let me read that key phrase again because this is what set everyone off. Michael was the greatest, but he was just music. Yeah, the internet was not having that at all.
Kid Cudi, sir, you barked up the wrong tree, sir. Before I go to bed, sir. Michael Jackson is one you don't want to play with. And that is why you are getting dragged through the mud right now online and had to delete that post. Are you crazy? Are you crazy to say that Michael Jackson was just music? Stop. I don't know what world some of these people are living in, but there will be no disrespect tolerated for Michael Joseph Jackson, even though he is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Michael.
The entire internet is hating on Kid Cudi after he ended up disrespecting Michael Jackson. A few moments ago, Kid Cudi ended up making a very controversial tweet which was disrespecting Michael Jackson, and things are not looking good. As you can see right here, this is when Kid Cudi ended up disrespecting Michael Jackson on Twitter after a fan ended up saying that he can never surpass MJ, with him saying Michael was the greatest, but he was just music. I'm thinking more than music. I want to be known as one of the greatest because of my range, creativity in the arts, music, visual arts, painting, fashion, directing, acting, and etc. And now with Kid Cudi saying this, he got a lot of hate on the internet with everybody just frying him with this.
Kid Cudi has said that Michael Jackson, while being the greatest, was just music, and he wants to be more than that. Whatever you think of Michael Jackson, I really don't think Cudi's appreciated how culturally relevant he was. Everyone lost their shit when he did the moonwalk for the first time. It was like he discovered fire. He made music videos that were mini movies and an extension of the song itself. If you show 10 people on the street this silhouette, they'll instantly know who it is. He turned into a fucking car and a robot and a fucking spaceship, for fuck's sake. Kid Cudi wore that shower curtain and the $1 million spaceman necklace with a compartment in the ass. What was the compartment for? Weed. There are people in this world that push the limits of what pop music is further than what it is currently. Michael Jackson was one of those people. And the fact that even now, people of all races like Jacko songs because they were so great, they transcended the genre they were from.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I seen this bald head ass nigga Kid Cudi talk about some Michael was just music. Michael Jackson was just music. Michael Jackson? Michael Joseph Jackson? Just music. Michael Joseph. The one glove wearing, penny loafer wearing, having Captain Crunch dressing ass nigga. Long video having ass nigga. Michael Jackson. Humanitarian. Michael Jackson. That we talking about?
Music. I want to be known as one of the greatest because of my range, creativity in the arts, music, visual arts, painting, fashion, directing, acting, etc. Kid Cudi, you just described Michael Jackson. Bro, what's up with this statement? You're not expecting backlash. You're about to have the whole entire universe get on your ass, bro. Like, come on. Like, oh my God. Kid Cudi, I'm sorry, bro. You're one of my favorite artists, but thumbs down. Thumbs down, my guy. You just described Michael Jackson. Like, come on. Like, for real, this is disrespectful, bro. So much disrespect. Wow. Wow. Thumbs.
I don't think people truly understand the significance Michael Jackson had on music as a whole. Not just rock, not just pop, not just R&B, music. He pioneered music videos. Before that, your favorite artist was just gyrating in front of a motherfucking green screen. They wasn't putting $1 million into that shit. They wasn't making many movies. They wasn't doing that until Michael did that. And then another thing, we wouldn't have Super Bowl performances if it wasn't for Michael. They would still be doing marching band performances. They wouldn't be doing full-fledged multi-million performances. So please understand why Michael is so important to music history, and don't just downplay him. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
First it was Fabio. Now it's fucking Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi, I'm gonna tell you just like I told Fabio, bro. Shut the fuck up. You literally sitting there and saying that Michael Jackson was just music. Dude, do you not know your fucking history? Michael Jackson's a singer, a dancer, an actor, etc. The dude revolutionized the industry with just not his music, but his other adventures in his life. Dude started in the Wiz with Diana Ross. Dude literally took his music videos, and made them look like movies. What are you talking about, dude? Not to mention that dude had fucking inspired styles in the industry. Like everybody, you look at the Met Gala, you look at top events like the BET Awards, etc. Then people wearing the outfits, they're inspired by Michael Jackson's style. What are you talking about, dude? Every time you look around when it comes to this man, somebody got to make a dumbass assumption, got something dumb to say. If you don't know nothing about Michael Jackson, shut up.
As soon as people saw that phrase, the responses started flooding in, and they weren't gentle about it. Michael Jackson fans came out in full force to remind Cudi exactly who he was talking about. People started listing off everything Michael Jackson did beyond just making songs. One person tweeted, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Songwriters Hall of Fame, Dance Hall of Fame, MTV's Video Vanguard Award named after him. But he was just music. Right. Another fan wrote, imagine being so ignorant of Michael Jackson's artistry to imply he wasn't a fashion icon, visual arts pioneer, writer, artist, director, and actor. He was all that and more. And honestly, they had a point. When you think about Michael Jackson, you're not just thinking about someone who sang songs. The man changed music videos forever. Before MJ, music videos were pretty basic. After Thriller, music videos became full-blown cinematic events. He turned them into an art form. His dancing, the moonwalk, became one of the most iconic moves in entertainment history. His fashion choices, from the single white glove to the military jackets, influenced how artists dressed for decades. He directed his own videos. He had creative control over his image in ways that were pretty groundbreaking for the time. So when Cudi said MJ was just music, people felt like he was either forgetting or ignoring all of that, and they made sure to let him know. At the end of the day, Kid Cudi is an ambitious artist who wants to make his mark across multiple creative fields. There's nothing wrong with that. Having goals and wanting to expand your artistry is something plenty of artists do. But when you're making comparisons or trying to explain your vision, you've got to be mindful of how your words might land, especially when you're talking about legends like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's legacy isn't just music. It's music, performance, fashion, innovation, cultural impact, and so much more. And trying to separate those things or reduce them doesn't work because they were all connected to what made him the king of pop. Cudi's got his own lane and his own legacy to build. He doesn't need to downplay someone else's accomplishments to talk about his own ambitions. That's probably the lesson here. You can celebrate your own journey without taking shots at the people who came before you, even if that's not what you meant to do. The internet will probably move on to the next controversy soon enough, but this whole thing is a good reminder that when you're talking about icons, especially ones as universally respected as Michael Jackson, you need to choose your words carefully, because MJ fans are always watching and they're always ready to defend their guy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did Cudi deserve the backlash, or were people overreacting? Drop your thoughts below, and if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one.